It's our birthday, and we're building what will be Africa's biggest digital classroom, investing in education for a better future across Africa.
And now Old Mutual is celebrating its 175th birthday, and it's celebrating this big achievement by launching Africa's biggest digital classroom. Now, the digital classroom will be in response to the educational challenges that face the continent, which include the lack of physical and financial resources to deliver the best ways of learning and teaching. Now, joining me to tell us more about this is Khanyi Chaba, the head of responsible business at Old Mutual. So 175 years, just give us some small idea of how the company started and also what it means for your many thousands of colleagues at Old Mutual.
Chris, thank you so much for the opportunity. Yes, it is a big year for us. 175 years ago, in this month in particular, Old Mutual was started to respond to the needs of our customer. The whole concept was to make sure that, you know, when family members lose a critical part of their member, we would be there as a company. So 175 years ago, our founding member, John Fairbairn, started this big organization to make sure that when people needed us most, we were there. So for the last 175, it's been a great journey of being a responsible business, creating positive impact for all our customers and our society.
And bearing in mind, everybody's in lockdown still at the moment, what is the company going to do to mark the occasion?
Our biggest idea and how we want to invest in the legacy of our 75 going forward, building on everything that we have done to date, is about education, Chris. You know, we've learned at the back of COVID that the access to education, the inequality to education is a big factor that's affecting our communities, especially in the countries where we operate. So we want to launch Africa's biggest classroom, where we're going to create access to education and make sure that in the next another 175 years, by the way, because we're going to continue, we create the space where Africa has a different future because of us having been here.
And just give us an idea of how this digital classroom is going to work.
As part and parcel of the UN Global Signatory, we're focusing on the SDGs, and one of the Sustainable Development Goals, the big thing is access to education. And as you know, education links poverty, inequality, and everything else. So this is going to be a big digital classroom focusing on our teachers and our learners. For our 175, our vision, we see ourselves impacting over 20 million of our learners, over 135,000 of the teachers, bringing together our partners as well, because it's a big need for us to work together with our customers, our partners, our employees, the learners and teachers. So again, it's a collaborated effort that everything that we've done under education as Old Mutual, we're now bringing it under one umbrella.
And just give me an idea of how far this digital classroom will stretch across Africa.
You know, I'm pleased to say, I mean, currently, just to share, in the last 10 years, we have contributed over 500 million in education through our flagship, building schools, learnerships, contributing to bursaries and graduate development programs, financial education in South Africa, but now we're going to all the 13 countries where we operate. In the next year, we're focusing on 3 countries where the vision is going to start being created and the classroom is going to be built through our countries. In Kenya, we're focusing in Namibia, Ghana, and then also building on the experience that we have in South Africa. Again, it's about what we have done already together with our partners and making sure that there's one country, one curriculum at a time.
One question I do have for you, obviously this digital classroom is going to run on bandwidth and connectivity across the continent. How are you going to getting to those areas that don't necessarily have the best connections?
I'm pleased to say we've actually conducted research that we have identified partners already operating in the countries where we are going to start our journey. As an example, some of our biggest partners are already going to be helping us in terms of the zero rating of the affordability of the bandwidth. And why we're focusing on the digital aspect, especially in the areas where there are major challenges, is because we want to make sure that those who are already in the forefront of this journey can assist us. So there's going to be a whole lot of work, Chris, that we're going to do. As you know, when you have such a big vision, it's not something that we're going to solve today or tomorrow. This is long term. And just on Sunday is the launch of the vision. Going forward, it's going to be the nitty-gritties on the how, and a whole lot of work is done in our education space at the moment with our partners and in our organization, talking to our engineers, our actuaries, our people who look at innovation, where we're going to be able to say exactly this is how it's going to pan out. The vision is there, the energy is there, the will is there. Now going forward, it's in the how, and we have already started building on that.
Well, thank you very much indeed. That was Khanyi Chaba, the head of responsible business at Old Mutual, and how the company is going to celebrate its 175th anniversary. From me, Chris Bishop, it's goodbye.
It's our birthday, and we're building what will be Africa's biggest digital classroom, investing in education for a better future across Africa.